Hi everybody, Jesse Fewell here with the latest edition of Morning Fuel. I got the coffee mug here where I come talk to you about what's on my mind first thing in the morning. It's a bit of a dreary morning here, so I'm just going to get started to kind of get juiced up a little bit. So, that's good stuff. Okay, so here's what's on my mind this morning. I wanted to talk a little bit about innovation. In the world of innovation, one of the hot topics is crowdfunding. It's awesome because then you can get lots of money and you can fund your project, and then you've got crowd validation. This is totally hot, particularly in the lean startup conversation. But for consumers, it can be a problem. And I want to share with you a couple of experiences I've had. The big famous example was Pebble Watch. Pebble Watch famously made Kickstarter, put it on the map, and then took forever to get out the door. And then, surprise, surprise, Pebble Watch shows up at Best Buy before it shows up in the homes of the people that funded it. And this is kind of my experience that I had dealing with this product. Guys, this is called the Air Case, and this is intended to be a lightweight case for an iPhone. And this thing is months late. Months late. And so that's the first point that I want to share with you, is that when it comes to crowdfunding, for you as a consumer, if you're putting money into something, it takes time. It is, and you know, so in the interest of being fast and nimble and lean startup and get product out the door, this is not what's happening. What's happening is people are putting money into a project, and the project, in many cases, is not as far along as you would want. So check out my unboxing here. I'm gonna open this up and check. This product, it was a great idea, great video. There's prototypes. But then one of the mistakes they made, I think, is that they wanted to be too perfect. And so they got Apple certified, they got MiFi certified, and a lot of people like me signed up in September, and here I am months later in January, only now just opening this thing up. Now, you know, it looks good. You know, it's a nice color. It's what the color I wanted, and it's very lightweight and flexible. Man, that's a thin battery. But I really wish they had done a lot more maturing of the product before they started taking money from consumers. Now, granted, in crowdfunding, you're an early adopter, and that's part of the joy. That's part of the excitement. And so you got to kind of know your why. So for me, I like to shop on the crowdfunding sites because there's a lot of innovation and creativity here. And one of the things I find a lot is that some of the projects that are most interesting are creative projects, where I would get to be a part of the journey. Maybe it's a new comic book, or maybe it's a new board game. And here you get to see like people using the product and goofing around with it as it's maturing, and you get to see different iterations of stuff. The updates I was getting from the guys over at the Aircase Influence was a couple of photos from the factory, and that just didn't feel like I was part of a journey or part of a true experience of innovation. As opposed to these guys, this is called Flare Audio, and these are titanium earplugs. Isn't that cool? And the idea here, as I'm doing the unboxing of this right here on the video and everything, is that you are going to you can muffle loud concert noises. You can muffle a lot of the high frequencies, but then maintain some of the lower frequencies, so you get to hear the actual audio a little bit more tunely. And what these guys did great was that they had already released their product to the market, and such that by the time they went for crowdfunding, it was more for a mezzanine round of funding. This wasn't like the first bit of stuff, and so I'm kind of putting these out here, and let's see what you guys did. So here, here it is. And these go in your ears, and this is cool stuff. But what I really appreciated about these guys was that they were already more mature before they started putting their product in front of consumers like me. Because for me, to know my why was not as much about being a part of their innovative journey. I wanted the product. I wanted to be first. And so when you're going into crowdfunding conversation, when you're shopping around looking for some cool stuff, make sure that you understand that some of these things might be a little bit more mature, and others of these might need a little bit more work, and you're going to be waiting a while for what you get. So know your why. Are you like Jesse, where I just want to be one of the first guys to have the product and I don't necessarily want to see how the sausage is made? It's kind of cool sometimes, especially for creative projects. Or do you actually want to be a part of the journey? And for you, you got to understand. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that you might want to beware of crowdfunding as a consumer, because different projects have different levels of maturity, and that little promo video they give you doesn't tell you the whole story. That's what I got this morning, so that's what I was thinking about. That's what I just opened up my stuff here for you live on the internet. And I hope to see you next time on Morning Fuel. Talk to you later.